Hello, my beautiful collective. It is Kai, and I'm here to talk about. I promise that there is a day that will come where your tears will no longer be detrimental to your desires and what you determine to be truly so fulfilling, what you get to experience as fulfillment. I'm going to try my best to keep myself together in this video. So today, it's already hard. Well, I'm also making an effort not to stop myself as well, because today I actually experienced finally what it truly feels like to show up for myself in a moment. And that's honestly been this whole, and I keep repeating this, but it's true. And that's why I believe that we are in the Matrix. Choosing myself and recognizing the things that really just mean nothing to other people. Like, it's literally unfazed, unaffected, not something that triggers you, causes you to be dysregulated or go into survival mode. And the fucking perseverance that it takes to actually retrain the self, to teach yourself through the mind and the body, and also navigate the emotions that used to be so terrifying, used to be so intensively one thing. Pain, right? It's pain. We fear getting hurt, obviously. I say we as in me, because I don't want to speak for you guys, obviously. But I just, okay, let me collect myself a sec. Sorry. I realized that I healed this part of myself that used to be so afraid of anger. So afraid. Because that obviously is what, I say obviously, but like in my experience, it was when anger would equate to violence. And I also had to recognize that even my past relationship wasn't very healthy in that way. And I'm not going to share these experiences explicitly simply because it involves other people. When I say that I feel the energy, that is intuition, and it speaks to me, and it just gets confirmed so fucking immediately. I can literally feel it in my head, in my body, not as thoughts. It's a feeling. And I trusted it today. And it got confirmed almost immediately. And then I got triggered. And I kind of went through this thing where Sometimes when someone gets really, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when someone gets honestly very upset for their own reasons, it's like there are times where I had been in a very like egoic state where I would like scoff at them, you know? And that is me scoffing at that form of anger. And today I just kind of like was like, there is some sense and clarity in this as long as I hear the words, right? It was just one of those things though where I had to recognize that I am still healing. And who knows if I will ever, like, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen in the future overall. Sorry, I'm kind of like losing my train of thought because I cried a lot. After work today, I cried at work, and then I cried more in the fucking car on the way back home. It was just coming out because I kept feeling like it was this almost like it was happy tears. It was grateful tears. It was also grieving tears. It was tears full of love for myself, that I showed up for me, that I supported me, that I did the thing that I wish someone did. As a child, me, to an adult, I wish that this was the case, and it ended up being a situation where I really saw that I showed up for me, that I became this parent figure, this adult, whatever the fuck you want to call it, this point in time me compared to my past, where I'm showing up for me to support me, to protect me, to keep me safe. And it requires vulnerability sometimes, it requires boundaries sometimes. And I've been learning that. I've been learning discernment and how I so quickly would have just not, it's just not like that anymore. I don't sacrifice myself just to prove my emotions to someone. I don't over-explain. I don't try to clear up all misunderstandings. It's like I just let it be. And then this time I recognize that I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with being treated in that way. And I'm not going to go into the specifics because once again, it doesn't just involve me. And so, and it's a little bit more recent. I'm trying my best to be respectful, in other words, but if I allude to something and you know it's you, then good for you. I spoke up for myself today, and I vocalized that the way that this person spoke to me was very triggering. And then of course I start to tear up because I was triggered. And I said that your words, I hear them, they make sense, I'll keep that in mind. It's just the way that you spoke to me, the way that you acted. And that's why passive aggressive behavior is very, very triggering for me, because that's just the same old story in a different form, with different nuances, with different physicality, with different slamming things because you're so upset because you don't know how to fucking process your own emotions. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. That is something that I identify with myself as well. We are animals. We are people. We are human beings. We're Homo sapiens. We all undergo our own experiences. We experience trauma. Sometimes we don't address that shit though. Sometimes we don't fucking want to. Sometimes we don't even know. Literally. And I recognized in this situation, this is a repeat. This is a pattern. So how can I respond differently? That was my immediate thought once I calmed down a bit. Because I told this person, like, I don't want to talk to you right now. I can't accept your apology. I need some space. Because I'm triggered. It's triggering me. It's dysregulating me. I am dysregulated. And I don't blame this person. I don't blame that. I think one of the biggest things, the reasons why I cried, was that I finally just accepted that things fucking affect me. And that I definitely went through a fucking rough ass childhood. And I'm not going to compare it to other people's childhoods, because what the fuck is that? That's fucked. That's fucked. Why would I compare my experience with another person's experience and be like, oh, mine's not that bad because theirs is worse? That's terrible. I don't want to fucking go down that road. And that's why I blatantly speak up so, like, it's apparent in the way that I interact with people. It's apparent in the way that I show up and that I communicate, what I'm comfortable with. It's so fucking obvious to me. It's obvious. And yes, sometimes I don't address it, or I don't even know. And that's what I recognized. I realized that when I got physically hurt in my past relationship, my ex didn't show up for me. And that I normalized. I accepted. Honestly, I could say some shit about this person that literally put me in a chokehold, and I almost couldn't breathe, and was very passive aggressive at me, would yell at me, fucking hated me, said it to my face. The thing about that is, in this moment, as I'm recognizing how fucked up that situation was, it's like I also allowed myself to be in that situation, to be in that, like, environment, because I thought that was love. Honestly, I thought that was love, just as I thought that traveling hours to someone is love. And, like, it can be a form of love. It was more of like a sacrifice that I was making. And so what I wanted to really just speak about was I finally felt like my tears were coming from a place where I wasn't that whole experience of the emotion, where I wasn't enveloped or overwhelmed by the emotional wave that is within me, which is so fucking great. Because truly, I don't want to be controlled by my emotions. I want to hear them and process and experience them properly. I want to respect them. As much as I need to also understand, there are certain things that I do that literally blocks me from opportunities and blessings. And yes, of course it correlates with how I was conditioned or grew up, you know? Anyways, I cried because I was so glad that I finally did it. I remained calm. And yes, I did cry. I'm not ashamed of my tears. It's more of like the projected anger. Anger is such a strong emotion. It's like, it was funny because I was crying and it started going into this like wave where it gets a little deep and a little bit like victim-y. And I literally redirected my energies and I was like, you're okay. I'm right here for you. I will be here every step of the fucking way. And I'm so glad that you got out of that situation, this situation, and that we grew from that situation from the past, where you were literally a fucking child and you were getting beat You're getting beat and bullied and made fun of and shut down and not listened to. You weren't even heard a lot of the time. Your no didn't mean no. Your words meant fucking nothing. And so literally, it was crazy. Because I realized that that was really fucked up. That was really fucked up. To grow in that kind of environment. And yes, that is simply my own experience. And I'm sure there's plenty of perspectives of people involved. It's simple. It's simple when I don't try and make assumptions on what other people are processing, perceiving, what their perceptions are, and what experience they're having. Like, it's my fucking duty to show up for myself, to vocalize my own experience, to share these things. And I realized that again. Someone told me today that they were speaking to someone whose father passed away, and she couldn't make it in time before he died. And I mean, just talking about it is already just reminding me of how I felt. I was so close to meeting her, and it just... And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you still holding back the good things you have to say to people? Why are you so fucking afraid? What are you so afraid of? Is literally what came up. And I was just like, wow, it's everything. It's all of those things that hurt me. Being abandoned, being not heard, not listened to, ignored, shunned, being judged, bullied, made fun of, shut down, gaslit, pitied. The only person that can truly treat me the way that I deserve is me. That is it. It's no one else out there, because no one truly knows every single thing about me. And even I don't know. I learn so much every single fucking day. I get amazed by like being able to experience life, go through a depressive time, and to still experience joy. That amazes me. It amazes me that I have feelings for someone. Like, literally, it makes me laugh. Like, genuinely, even though I sound super sarcastic, like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm so grateful. I want to show it to people. I want to share it with people. And sometimes they're gonna say no. And I have to be okay with that, because everyone deserves their own... What? Like, literally, it's consent. It's literally the concept of consent, just in a different form. Like, they have every right to be like, no, I need space. This is making me uncomfortable. Like, I don't feel the same way. Everyone has a right to say no. And it's so fucking ironic that I was having such a hard time with someone saying no to me as like a girl, in other words. Oh my god, there's something. What the fuck is this? Like, is it a booger? It doesn't... Oh no, I'm so sorry. There's nothing there. What the fuck? Anyways. So yeah, I fucking went through that today. That's it. I'm just gonna leave it there. Because these are video logs. I really wanted to just commend myself today. Because, damn. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad that I got through that, and that I stood up for myself, and that I understand so much more about me. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so fucking grateful. Like, literally. Because I've been healing so much. Because I want to be able to be open and receptive. It just takes effort. It takes effort and practice and reconditioning myself and training my body to know what it feels like to actually feel safe around someone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to what I have to say. You guys you're weird. You're really weird. What the fuck? Why are you here? I realized recently, little side quest story. The reason why I get uncomfortable when someone likes me is because I'm uncomfortable when I like someone. And it was so funny because, like, today I was just like, I just need to accept my feelings. Like, that's it. There's nothing else I need to do. Like, there's nothing else I need to do. And that is a really core wound of people pleasing in relationships, not just platonic connections. I mean, specifically relationships, especially being a feminine entity, like, identified with the feminine entity. Like, I've been living and learning what it feels like to truly just be in my fucking feminine divine energy, truly. Because it's like, I mean, there's things I'm gonna do, obviously, but it's like, it's not the same way a man would do it, or, sorry, a masculine entity. But I truly mean, like, some men, bro, I'm like really making an effort to understand these fucking bros, because I'm just like, when did I ever show you interest? What the fuck? But then I heard that my flirtatious laugh with me interacting joyfully with people alludes to this idea of me, like, being interested in them. And I mean, I can be flirtatious. I like that energy. It's just fun. I don't fucking care. People fall for me. No, everyone fall for me. Fucking fall in love with me. Be obsessed with me. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't think you guys understand. It's literally this level of, like, I experienced such a high, like, intense amount of love, and, like, I would say obsession, not as much, but I have. And it's like, when people come up, like, I've been getting these messages from, like, fucking random ass bros. Like, literally, I'm like, what? And it's like, they talk about, like, my body, or that they're obsessed with me, or something to do with, like, them being drawn to me, and, like, my personality, whatever the fuck, right? And, like, I'm not saying that I'm a person who experiences this often, but I'm also not saying that this doesn't happen often, because it does happen. It does happen, okay? That's it. And so I've been getting these messages, and I realize, like, you know, this doesn't really freak me out. More so, it's when I see it, look into someone's eyes, and I'm like, oh, that is too much. I'm sorry. No, I reject that. I have to say no to that. And so I realize, like, rightfully so, if I were to express a little bit more to this person, if they, like, are a little bit off put by it, then with all due respect, walk away from me, please, like, actually, or I will not be able to tell, because we'll see what happens. Honestly, who knows? I could be totally fucking tripping on this shit, or I could be so fucking right. But honestly, I'm gonna trust my intuition. Anyways, seriously, thanks for listening. I really do appreciate being able to share my experiences and, like, talk to you guys. And thank you so much for, like, sharing your own experiences and just hearing my words. Like, just you listening, truly means so much to me. So I just want to send you guys so much love. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being alive. And I'm sending you so much support as well on your own spiritual journey.